It's that time of year, everybody, where I bust out my Edward Nygma costume and write a bunch of riddles and come to you and try and sell you comic books. That's right. If you can solve my riddles, I'll let you cross the bridge, and I won't throw you. We won't get waylaid by the weight of an unladen swallow. We'll just solve the riddles and sell comic books, right? If you could solve the riddles that I've got on these bundles of books, you get a discount on the bundles. Plain and simple. My camera's going like this, but that's because my table's going like that. And listen, I'm having a day. But no, I'm very excited about this, but we're going to start with something a little different. We're going to get to that pretty quick, but we're going to start with an unbagging. That's right. It's Blind Bag Season 2. So many comics are doing blind bags. So many people are doing so much of that stuff. I'm going to open exactly one of blind bags, and then we'll talk about the blind bag, and then we'll get to selling some comics. So stick around right after this. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. I am producer Kyle. That is producer Jay. Over there. Yes. Anyway, welcome into the Producers Live Sale. We're going to sell some comics. We're going to hang out. But mainly, we're going to play this game where we solve the riddles that I made up. I know the answers, and Jay knows some of them. But you guys are all going to have to work together to solve the riddles. And then if you solve the riddles, you can get a discount if you claim the books. So, like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff over here prepared, ready to go. But we're going to start with a little something different. Like I said, it's blind bag season. So many people are doing so many blind bags right now. I'm kind of over it, to be real honest. But my favorite series did a blind bag. So this is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 13, written by Gene Luen Yang, Freddie E. Williams, and Andrew Dahlhaus. This is the blind bag. I have a lot of these. I'm going to open exactly one. I'm not going to open more than one. I'm not going to open less than one. I'm going to open exactly one. The number you shall count shall be one. It shall be only one. None more, none less. How many Monty Python and the Holy Grail references am I going to make tonight, Jay?
Hopefully all of them. Hoping all of them.
Okay. So because I'm a weirdo, right? Like a lot of people just tear them open. I like to cut them open, and I save this bit. Okay. I'm going to open it top down so I can't see the cover. These blind bags are a little tight. There you go. Okay, it says on the back, it says Happy Holidays from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh.
The cover is by, I don't know that name. I don't know that mark. But the Turtles are getting in a fight around a Christmas tree, which seems appropriate for me because of how I feel about Christmas. Let's see. This is the let's see here. This is the Jared Cullum. This is just the C cover. It's not one of the ultra rares or any of that kind of stuff, but it is the C cover by Jared Cullum. TMNT number 13. It is the holiday one. I mean, if I'd have known this is what I was going to get, I'd have probably just asked them if I could make this my holiday card. But seeing as how I don't send out holiday cards, it would have been a waste of time anyway. So, this has been an unbagging. So now, here's where I'm a weirdo, right? Okay, I'm going to get the bag back. The book is going to go back in the bag. Okay, maybe I won't do this on air. But then this little bit goes back in the bag too. So the whole thing stays together and then goes in the bag and board in my collection. Yes, I'm that guy. Okay.
Interesting.
And now for something completely different. Hold on. Let's do Friday.
And now for something completely different. And now for something completely different. And now for something completely different. And now for something completely
I'm going to let it
different.
play until I change the
And
camera.
now for
over.
something completely different.
Okay.
Nice.
Let's see. That's not what we want. This is what we want. And then I need to move Jay. Jay, there's no good place for you on this layout.
I know.
Okay. Make a small adjustment. Save. All right. And then switch back over to this. All right. For those of you who are new, because there are some of you who are new, the way this works is I'm going to put up a bunch of blind bundles on the rack. All of the blind bundles have some sort of riddle on them. Once you saw, you guys are gonna try and solve the riddle based on obviously the riddle. And then if you want to claim the books, you can. If we get the riddle right, if you get the riddle right, you get a discount on the books. Does that make sense? Am I new? Yes, you are a new, TJ. And you're also endangered. And well, because you live in Florida, I guess it's true you are endangered. So I've been watching that show. It's Florida, man. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. The riddle is Judy, Mathis, Wapner, and Perd. Now, obviously, there's a little asterisk there by Perd. He's different than the rest of them, but it's a reference that Jay, me, and probably Mr. Nope will get. That is a $15 bundle. You'd think they'd form an S Corp is a $5 bundle. You'd think they'd form an S Corp. Oh, here's a great big bundle. This one, you don't have to solve the riddle. I spelled it out for you. 20 random back issues, recent back issues. 20 random recent back issues. $15. These are from all different publications. There are some number ones, there are some variants. Okay. I need to not Judge Dredd.
Whoa.
There we go. You can't really see that one there in the corner. And I don't know that if I get any more light on it, it's going to help. Hold on.
Hey, Mike.
What up, Mike? All right, I'll move this guy up because he's not going to fall. I'll move this guy over because it's a dark marker on a dark bag. By the way, anything in brown, like generally, is just a lot more books. It's the only one this time. Okay. This is Star-Lord for a Minute, Mutant Forever. $75. Star-Lord for a Minute, Mutant Forever. That's right, it's Kitty Pryde. So, like, TJ got this one right. So this, Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men. So that's a major key. That's Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men for $75. Because TJ James got it right, if TJ wants to claim it, he will get 25% off. All right. Here's another one. You'd think Heimdall could stop this. You'd think Heimdall could stop this. Once I get the board full, like if you guys are watching, like I don't understand this, I'll give you guys some hints and you can figure it out. You can start figuring them out, right?
Yeah.
All right. This is the comic of the amusement park. So I'll give you a hint on this one just so you guys can start thinking about the other ones. There's an amusement park that shares a name with this comic. What comic possibly has an amusement park that it shares the name of? I'll give you a further hint. It's not Knott's Berry Farm. All right, here's another $10 bundle. This one is Ray should probably do 23andMe. Ray should probably do 23andMe. If you could figure out what 23andMe is and that spelling of Ray, you could probably get pretty close. Ah, yes. Jay and I will debate this one probably, but this is the TV show got the beard wrong. Who's a superhero who's appeared on a TV show where they got his beard wrong? You know what I'm going to do? Will this guy stay here? I'm just going to use 3 rows. Not the Skywalker saga, but very close, TJ. Very close. Here's a $2 one. Oh, yes. I don't know. Maybe Judas, question mark? $2. Oh, I like this one. I sent this one to Jay. I think Jay showed this on his show last night. It's like scuba comics. Some of these are just the delivery, right?
Yes.
Okay. For $10, when a CCA does half the work. When a CCA does half the work. And for $6, the last one I'm going to put, well, now that I've moved everything around, I have to move it a little bit more so the Jay's head doesn't cover. And then I need to move Jay. Okay. Adam West and Linda Carter. Adam West and Linda Carter. $6. Okay. So now they're all on the board. Now I got a bunch of them on the board. So TJ so far has been the only one guessing. I want you guys, the others of you, to guess. Okay, so he figured out that this one, right here, Star-Lord for a minute, Mutant Forever, is first appearance of Kitty Pryde. Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men for $75. TJ guessed on this one, on Ray should probably do 23andMe for $10, is that it's the Skywalker saga. It's close, but not quite. And right here, Batman 66 and Wonder Woman 76 is technically wrong. is technically wrong because what year did Wonder Woman come out, TJ? I mean, it's not that wrong. It's a little wrong. You went too far. This is Batman 66 meets Wonder Woman 77. So again, this is Batman 66 meets Wonder Woman 77. It's the whole run for $6. So again, right now, because TJ has guessed both this one and this one, he gets 25% off of them. If you want to claim them, they're just $6 or $75. Your lack of I find your lack of guesses disturbing. Okay. Jay, let's start on this bottom corner.
TJ is going to claim that Batman Wonder Woman.
You got it, TJ. All right. So, Jay, let's start on this bottom corner.
Go.
I said it that you and I would probably have a debate about this.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if Jay gets any of these rights, everybody gets the discount. How we're going to do this, right? So if Jay gets it right, anybody can claim it and get the discount. So for $15, the TV show got the beard wrong. There's a TV show that this character appeared in, and they got the beard wrong. You any guesses, Jay?
A TV show the character appeared in, and they got the beard wrong. Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
I mean, and you know it's comic books, so
Yeah.
it's probably a superhero of some kind.
Right.
This is a character with a very well-known beard in comic books.
Well, for me, it's always Stark.
No,
Yeah, see?
they got his beard close.
My goodness, that's
Okay, start naming off some superhero TV shows. Maybe the most famous one where they named an entire universe after him.
oh. You're talking about Oliver Queen
Okay,
from
don't
Arrow.
say anything.
Oh.
All right, stop. That was a really big clue.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Knight Rider. Right, Knight Rider. All right, let's move on. 20 random recent back issues. Do we need to solve the riddle around 20 random recent back issues, or does everybody understand the 20 random recent back issues?
That's probably
$15.
one.
Okay, cool. What's half a CCA?
Do you want me to answer?
Well, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. Like, what is half of a CCA? You guys think about it. Let me know. If you don't know what a CCA is, ask. Arrow and the Arrowverse. The TV show got the beard wrong. This is Dawn of DC. Green Arrow 1 through 10. So this is recent Green Arrow. 10 issues for $15. Remember, those are regularly $4 a piece. Like those new on the shelves in the shop, they'd be $4 a piece. 10 issues for $15. So TJ got that one right too. Okay. What's half of a CCA? When a CCA does one half the work, what is half of a CCA? Jay, you got to ping the boys and get them in here. Like, they're missing out on the fun. Like, I know Ed was looking forward to the riddles.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to this one because TJ made a guess on this one. Ray, which you got that part right, Skywalker, right? Should probably do 23andMe. Who might Ray be related to? She should probably figure that one out. There's Ed. All right. That's one answer, but who else might she be related to, TJ? Who else might Ray be related to? Ray should probably do 23andMe. Okay. TJ also took a guess at this one. Judy, Mathis, Wapner, and Purd. Again, this is just here for me, Jay, and Mr. Nope. TJ had guessed Judge Dredd. And it's not that, but it's close. It's very close. What happens if you're in front of these people? No, Mr. Nope. No. Okay. Come up here to the top.
Hey,
You think they'd form an S Corp? Again, this is a very specific reference. If you guys own businesses or run businesses, you know that like what an S Corp is. It's a type of tax structure. Is there a group that has maybe formed a business relationship that maybe would be better having a different tax structure? Supercorp? No. It's actually called an S Corp. You file it in many states and it allows you to have multiple businesses that are all owned by one business that each have their own tax ID, but you only file taxes once. So what's a group of heroes that have a business relationship that maybe would have been better doing an S Corp instead of doing what they've done? TJ guessed Star-Lord for a minute, Mutant Forever, that is the first appearance of Kitty Pryde, or this is Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men. Right here. TJ got that one right. Okay. The comic of the amusement park. This is a comic. And there's an amusement park. And they have the same name. So, like, what amusement park and comic have the same name? Or what's an amusement park that maybe has named after a comic? This one is really tough. I don't know, maybe Judas. Okay. Think about this person and their relationship to comics. Mr. Nope, I put this reference in there just for you. Purd. Judy, Mathis, Wapner, and Purd. Jay just figured one out. I can see it on his face.
No, I'm still laughing about the Purd.
Okay. This one, you'd think Heimdall could stop this. Well, who is Heimdall and what does he do? Who is your daddy and what does he do? Who is your Heimdall and what does he do? Ray should probably do 23andMe. Think about who Ray Skywalker might, could, should, maybe be related to. She should probably do 23andMe and figure that one out. Like scuba, but comics. What is scuba? Scuba is a thing. Like self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Scuba. It's like scuba, but it's comics. Then we have the TV show got the beard wrong, which Jay and TJ figured out. This is Dawn of DC, Green Arrow, where they got the beard right. Stingray. Okay, you guys are going to tell me what you're guessing. Okay. So TJ, when TJ guessed Anakin, he got real close, like so close, he could probably smell his face burning off.
Oh.
Ray should probably do 23andMe. The guess of Anakin is so close, you could probably smell his face burning off. Dark Ride amusement? No, that is incorrect, TJ. TJ guessed Dark Ride is the amusement park. That is incorrect.
That's Ed.
Or Ed, sorry. TJ is correct with Vader. This is Star Wars Vader Legacy. Darth Vader Legacy from Star Wars. $10. It's the full run. Scuba is not Stingray, no.
Is that like Scuba Steve, TJ?
Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put one more up there. This is the best blank is a good offense. The best blank is a good offense, which is the opposite of the normal thing you hear, which is the best offense is a good blank. $5. That is, it's okay. So Ed was right here with defense. This is the best defense, a series of one-shots, Marvel one-shots, the best defense. There are 5 books. They are all individual one-shots. The best defense, Luke Cage. The best defense, Iron Man. The best defense, so-and-so, right? So this is the best defense one-shots. So now on the board that we have solved, yay, we have some of these solved. Star-Lord for a minute, Mutant Forever is Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men. Vader Legacy. Dawn of DC Green Arrow. 20 random recent back issues, which is the hardest riddle of them all. Because this is literally 20 recent back issues for $15. And the best defense one-shots. I'm going to take Kitty Pryde down. Nobody seems to be digging Kitty Pryde. And we'll do ooh. Okay. Judas Deathstroke, no. It's like a David Johansen song. $100. Again, this is a little bit of a reach. You got to like dig for it a little bit, but it's like a David Johansen song. Who was David Johansen and what did he sing? Okay. Hot, hot, hot. TJ got it right. This bundle is hot, hot, hot. But in fact, it is hot, 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 hot. There are 4 hot, hot, hot books in there. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Yes, that's right. David Johansen is Buster Poindexter. All right. $5. This is a weird relationship. What comic book heroes, what comic book characters have weird relationships? Like, and it's been talked about a lot that is a weird relationship, man. Strange. Okay. What other he is also the Ghost of Christmas Past. And he shows up in a Bill Murray Christmas, the only Christmas special I like. A Very Murray Christmas. Where he sings, along with somebody else, Fairy Tale of New York. Okay. So, okay. I've got a full board here. We've solved some of them. Which ones would you like clues on? I will give further clues. Jay, which one would you like clues on?
You think Heimdall could stop this?
Okay. Who is your Heimdall and what does he do? Is the first clue I gave.
Mm-hmm.
So what does Heimdall do?
Well, it opens the Bifrost.
He controls who gets into, right?
Oh, yeah, like a bouncer.
Right. He controls the Bifrost. He controls who gets into and therefore out of that place where Thor is from.
Asgard.
Asgard, yes. So who should maybe not get into Asgard that has? And I'll give you another hint on that one. I don't know that they actually made it into Asgard. They may have done this thing on Earth. They may have gotten bored with hanging out with Flash and Peter and Mary Jane and Godzilla. How about you, Ed? You got one right, but I know Ed's usually really good at these. And unknown, pick ones that you want further clues on. Remember, guys, if you guess which of these, if you solve one of these riddles, figure out what they are, you get 25% off whatever's in the bundle. Okay, amusement park. Okay. You get 25% off whatever's in the bundle. If Jay gets it right, okay, if Jay solves it and gets it right, anybody who claims it gets 25% off what's in the bundle. Jay's playing for everybody. Okay, amusement park. This is the comic of an amusement park. So this is a comic that shares a name with an amusement park. This amusement park is inside of another amusement park. It's like the Russian nesting dolls of amusement parks. It's also very expensive. And I will give you a further hint. It is not Camp Snoopy, which is inside Cedar Point. No, but you're inside the right amusement park. TJ, you are inside the right amusement park. Tomorrowland is in, although I don't 100% know that Tomorrowland is inside the right amusement park, but it's like the right amusement park franchise. Like, I think they technically call this a resort, but I think that's dumb. So I'm calling it an amusement park. It's not Pirates of the Caribbean. But again, I think you're inside the right amusement park franchise. Nope, not I Hate Fairyland. You're inside the right amusement park franchise with Pirates of the Caribbean and Tomorrowland. I do not actually know where this particular amusement park inside an amusement park is. Unknown, you're so close you can smell the popcorn, or rather the blue milk. Galactic Star Cruiser, kinda. Okay, so across the top we have, you'd think they'd form an S Corp. The clue on that one is which superhero group has, or which superheroes have formed a like business relationship where maybe they would be better doing an S Corp rather than what they've done. Galaxy's Edge is correct. And the comic book of an amusement park is the whole run, or is 1 through 5 of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Wow.
Listen, if my brother wasn't a Disney travel agent, I wouldn't have known. Anyway, okay. So you'd think they'd form an S Corp. Which superhero group is doing business together where maybe an S Corp would be a better tax structure than the one they currently have? It's like a David Johansen song we've solved is Hot, Hot, Hot. So this is actually 4 hot books. And by hot, I mean like bow chicka bow wow. Okay? Not like they're hot, like they're really hot on the speculator market or they're really hot on the F market. No. They are like, ooh, colors. Okay. The comic book of the amusement park is totally Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. No, like, Ed, there's no heat seeker in there. It's just like they're 4 hot covers, like sexy covers. Somebody wants to claim it. It's $100 for the set. But I will tell you what's in them. And some of those in there are ridiculously high ratios. Okay. I'm going to do this one. This is a $2 set. I don't know, maybe Judas right here in the corner. I don't know, maybe Judas right here. This is a character. There are very few characters in comics that nobody knows their government name. I don't know, maybe Judas? It's $2. There's only 2 books in there, or 3 books in there. So $2. But it's a fun little set, and it's a fun little piece of comic book trivia. We've gotten very close with Judy, Mathis, Wapner, and Purd. We've had Judge Dredd be guest, but nobody else has guessed anything on this. So the clue I have is what happens when you're in front of these people. Not so much Purd, right? But the other 3. Excuse me, sorry. I couldn't get to my mute button fast enough. Okay. You'd think Heimdall could stop this. We just talked about this. Heimdall controls who does and doesn't get into
Asgard.
Asgard, thank you. Someone who has gotten into Asgard, or if they haven't gotten into Asgard, maybe they have affected someone from Asgard. Parks and Recreation, no. This literally is just a joke for me, Jay, and no. This is actually not really a good answer, really a good hint. The other 3 are. What are the other 3? People forget to bring their evidence and look foolish. Kinda, TJ. But what do these people do? What do they give? What is the end result of them? Okay. So you'd think Heimdall could stop this as someone who is maybe affected an Asgardian. Whether they did it in Asgard or on Earth, I don't know. I haven't read the series. But they have affected an Asgardian. Ray should probably do 23andMe. Is Star Wars Vader Legacy? Punisher. No. It's like scuba, but comics. What is scuba? Scuba is a thing. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus is a thing. What in comics is also that thing? I will give you a hint. You might not be able to see him so good on the rack, but we'll get a little closer. The dots are also a clue. We've solved this one here. The best defense is a good offense, so this is the best defense. These are a series of Marvel one-shots called The Best Defense, where each of the individual defenders go out and, like, it's a one-shot featuring each of the individual defenders.
Unknown's got G.I. Joe for scuba?
No. No, because, like, Joe is a whole word, right? Like, okay. The TV show got the beard wrong. We've already discussed. Is Dawn of DC Green Arrow? It's the first 10 books for $15. This is a weird relationship. One of the weirdest relationships in comics. We discuss it all the time, how it's a weird relationship. And when a CCA does have to work. What's a CCA? What's half of a CCA? Okay. Should I give another clue for this one?
Yes.
MODOK is also one of these. Mask is also one of these. Okay.
That's the same thing I thought when he said that, Ed.
Yep. What are some comic book acronyms?
And it's not the easy one like you might think it is.
Right. Marissa Tomei is too young. For $30. Marissa Tomei is too young. I have very strong opinions on that one. Aunt May, yes, but what specifically happens to Aunt May that Marissa Tomei is too young? I think Unit is also one of them, TJ, but only in as much as it is also an acronym. Also, SHIELD is an acronym. Also, AIM is an acronym. Also, there's a lot of acronyms. So, like, pick a comic acronym and try guessing. I will give you I will give you a further hint. When I name SHIELD and AIM, those are not even close. MODOK is much closer. All right. Oh, this is a fun one. Nope, not Hydra. Put the number in the middle. Now, I'm going to start this one with a very strong clue. This is a piece of graphic design that I have been making fun of since the day it came out. Put the number in the middle. The hint is that this is bad graphic design and that there is a number that is very important to the title. We'll take the hot books down. Walk Like the Bengals. That is the 80s band, The Bengals. $75. No, not 6 million genies. Put the number in the middle. So the joke would be 1,000,000,006 genies. No, it's not the Mummy. Black Adam? For which one? I'm just shocked. Like, Jay got the when CCAs do have to work, like in the private chat, like instantly. And nobody's guessing on maybe one of the easiest clues I wrote. Well, like the Bengals, Black Adam, no. No. Not a CCA cover split. But I already gave the clue. It's 1/2 of a CCA. What is 1/2 of a CCA? See, this is bugging me because this is clearly a TJ one. Like, this is clearly a TJ one. This is a 3-issue series. The Anti-Offenders. Legion is incorrect. I will give the hint, though, on that one, that Legion and Hydra are not even the right publisher. CR is half of a CCA? No. Jay, you want to give everybody 25% off that one?
Yes.
Give it to them.
It's a blank, y'all. It's blanks.
Blanks. Half the work is just the blank cover, and then somebody's got to draw it to do the other half of the work. Scuba. Thunder Agents, no. Again, wrong publisher.
I can see, though, why folks are overthinking some of these, because some of these you've done are just bat crap crazy.
Okay. So if you don't know something, it is what, Jay? Like one word for I don't know.
One word for I don't know?
That's a bad hint. Ignore that.
Okay.
If you don't know someone, what are they? To you.
Oh.
So this one, if you don't know who somebody is, you don't know their name, they are a stranger, right? So I don't know, maybe Judas? Stranger. Like, it's really, TJ, I'll be real honest, man. It's bugging the crap out of me that you didn't get this almost immediately. Yes. Yes. This is the Phantom Stranger 0 through 2 from New 52. 0, 1, and 2. The Phantom Stranger. When you look up who is the Phantom Stranger, they never say, but it might be Judas, like from 30 Pieces of Gold, Killing Jesus, Judas. Is one of the different origins that have been given to this character when they haven't explained who he is. TJ, are you claiming now? Like it was okay. Yeah, it was bugging the crap out of me, man. Because I'm like, this is such a TJ bundle, I can't even. Like, I thought for sure you'd know already that piece of trivia. Okay. This is one that I previewed the other night on Nick's show. One that I've previewed a few times on the internet. So there are people who know what this is because I've told them. Yeah, I know you were overthinking it, man. But also kind of a deep cut. Like, not necessarily something everybody didn't know. Okay. If you are racist, I will attack you with the North. Abraham Lincoln, Michael Scott. What is that a reference to? And it's not The Office. Okay. So, okay, we'll come back down here to bottom left corner, right here. Marissa Tomei is too young. What happens to Aunt May? Because we already covered that Marissa Tomei is Aunt May. What happens to Aunt May that Marissa Tomei is too young for? Ed, I think probably you know it. It's Jenna's favorite movie ever. Qualifies for Social Security.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is $100 bundle. This is the first prints McNiven A covers of all of Civil War, the original Civil War run, like the main run Civil War, plus Civil War Frontlines Wizard World Chicago 2008 variant by Michael Turner. For $100. So each of those covers goes for about 12. It's 7 issues, except for there's a couple of them that go for more because they're big, important books. Like number 1 and number, I think, 3 go for more money than $12. And then you have, so there's 7 books at $12, plus number 1 is, I think, $25. And number 3 is like $20. Plus you get the Wizard World Chicago Michael Turner Civil War Frontline variant. Remember, we got blanks here. These are blanks. This is a weird relationship. No. It's not Frost and Stark. Who else are weird relationships? No, not Scarlet Witch and Vision.
There's so many.
It is weird, but it's not the weirdest. It's like not even top 5 weirdest, to be real honest. I mean, because he's like a computer and she's a person. So it's like not even top 5 weirdest because like this other one is not Cloak and Dagger. I love that you guys are like, everything is Marvel tonight.
I just mean in comics in general, there's a lot of weird relationships.
There are. But like in the guesses tonight, like it's like everything is Marvel.
And
like,
don't feel bad.
Everybody keeps guessing Marvel over here for Scuba. After I've already told you it's not Marvel. It's another publisher.
Yeah, don't feel bad, folks. I was guessing Wolverine and Rogue. So,
At least you're in the right universe, TJ.
oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know.
Guess, Jay. Guess out loud. If you get it right, everybody gets 25% off.
Batman and Robin?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is Batman and Robin. This is the Jeff Lemire, Dustin Nguyen run, 1 through 3. So these are all oversized, square-bound editions. Jeff Lemire, Dustin Nguyen, Batman and Robin.
See,
Weird old rich guy adopts random young person and doesn't ever do paperwork or go through any kind of CPS check or anything. He just does it.
most
Strange.
people would think a romantic relationship.
Uh-huh. Again, guys, sometimes these are just easier than you're making them. Okay. Blank Judy, blank Mathis, blank Harper, blank Purd. It's true. Then lets the kid fight supervillains. I know. And he does this multiple times. Like, what the heck? Does nobody think to look into this guy?
Nice.
This is Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day 1 through 5, plus the 2 accompanying one-shots. TJ, that is correct. All right. So now we know this is Judgment Day. This is Jeff Lemire, Dustin Nguyen, Batman and Robin 1 through 3. These are blanks. This is the best defense. Still haven't figured that one out. This is Darth Vader Legacy. It's been up there for a while, so it's coming down. This is not important, not unimportant. What is not important, but is also not unimportant? Okay. Batman and Robin, blanks. Best defense. Judgment Day. Civil War. Where do we want hints, Jay?
Put the number in the middle.
Okay. Before we do that, these won't fit in modern bags and boards. I will give you the hint. They're modern books. But what modern books wouldn't fit in modern bags and boards? Okay, put the number in the middle. That is correct. Unknown. This is the Defenders. This is the 3-issue. This is 1 through 3, the 3-issue mini, the first 3-issue miniseries of the Defenders. Which one is Last Ronin, Jeremy? Which one do you think is Last Ronin? Okay, put the number in the middle. Is a series. Again, it's a superhero group where a number is very important in their name. This one is bad graphic design. Modern Bags, the golden age. No, but I wish I'd have thought of that. TJ. You did Unknown, which is why I wouldn't give it to you. So I wish I had thought of that, TJ, because I have like a run of Miracle Man, the Silver Age that I should have put out there. I didn't even think of that. Won't Fit in Bags is not Last Ronin. The Equestronauts, I think. $50. You are so close, Unknown, with trade paperback graphic novels. Like, put the number FF. I'm going to give it to you, TJ. This is Fantastic Four, but it's the one where the 4 is in place of the A, so it's Fanforstic in place of the T, where it's right in the middle of the graphic design.
Ugh.
It's 1 through 10 of that run for $10. Okay. So we now know that the anti-offenders are the defenders. I have a second set. I have another set of defenders. This is the longer run of the defenders, all 12 issues here. So I'll put that right there. So again, if you want the longer run or the shorter run, I've got 12 or I've got 5. All right. So now we know we have, across the top we have Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four. We haven't solved Walk Like the Bengals. We've solved anti-offenders as defenders. And if you are racist, I will attack you with the North. Abraham Lincoln, Michael Scott is Civil War. That includes, again, all 12 McNiven A cover first prints and the Wizard World Chicago 2008 Civil War Frontline variant by Michael Turner. We have Judy Mathis Wapner and Purd is Avengers X-Men Eternals Judgment Day, plus the 2 associating one-shots. We have This Is a Weird Relationship is Dustin Wen, Jeff Lemire, Batman and Robin, all 3 issues. And that's everything that's solved on the board. Bengals, Dr. Fate, no. I said the reference was the band, not related to the band. I said the reference was the band. Walk Like the Bengals. What was their big hit? No, TJ, or no, Ed. It's not the Egyptian princess, but you are getting hemispherically correct. Ed has put together that the Bengals' biggest hit was Walk Like an Egyptian.
I thought it was Eternal.
Ooh. Huh?
I thought it was Eternal Flame.
No. Although, ironically, that is also somewhat related to this character. The Bengals Ramatut. No, it is not Ramatut. Avengers? Who else is a big Egyptian character in the superheroes? Come on.
Hawkman.
No.
Mm.
Not far, though. Again, you're not far. You're far, but you're not far. Okay. I'm going to take down the Civil War run. Listen, this is... You're going to figure this one out. It's not Dr. Fate, no. It's clearly in plastic. The acronym formerly known as the Wife of Osiris? No. Okay, at this point we've put them all up. I've showed you all of the bundles I've made for this week, for this show. So Jay, start walking around the board, man. Ask me for clues, more clues on stuff.
I'm gonna take one more crack at the walk like Moon Knight.
Yep. So now this is 25% off anybody who claims it. This is Moon Knight #1, first appearance of Khonshu.
Awesome. Funny enough, I guess the DC one it's wrong. I guess the Marvel one it's right.
Yep. So Walk Like the Bengals is Moon Knight #1, first appearance of Khonshu. It is now $75, 25% off, because Jay got it right for everybody.
It's like Scuba but comics. I'm still stuck on that one too.
Y'all stopped guessing acronyms. And like, again, everybody was guessing Marvel acronyms, and I told everybody it's not a Marvel. So let's go to other publishers and think about acronyms. What are some acronyms from DC?
OMAC?
Bingo!
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is OMAC, New 52 OMAC, written by Dan DiDio. Art by Keith Giffen. OMAC 1 through 6 from the New 52. Dan DiDio, Keith Giffen. Yay, Jay!
Wow. Oh.
Let's take down Judgment Day. So you guys are going to see some stuff you've already seen. Again, so I'm just going to tell you what they are when I put them up. This is Ray Should Probably Do 23andMe. This is Vader Legacy. This is the whole miniseries 1 through 6 Darth Vader Legacy. So you have Fantastic Four. We have Moon Knight #1, first appearance of Khonshu. We have 2 different sets of the Defenders right here. And then we have, it's clearly in plastic. And now that it's sitting there, you could tell that it's a lot bigger than everything else. So what might that be? You'd think Heimdall could stop this. We've already discussed that Heimdall is someone who keeps things out of Asgard. But I don't know, because I haven't read the series, if this thing affected this Asgardian on Asgard or on Earth. But either way, you'd think Heimdall would stop it.
Is it
then
seed?
next to that, is not important, not unimportant. So what is not important, but what is also not unimportant? We now know that this is OMAC. Marissa Tomei is too young. We know Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. But what is Marissa Tomei too young for that happens to Aunt May? It actually is a pretty good. It actually is a pretty good comic, TJ or Jeremy. The problem is that I have it at 50 because it needs reholdered. It needs to be sent back and have a new slab put on it. It is a older slab. It's still CGC, but it's just an older slab that has been around. And also, I didn't spend that much on it, so I don't have to charge that much for it. Should I tell you what it is? Since TJ outed it as being a slab?
You mean Jeremy?
Or Jeremy? Yes, sorry, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Uncanny X-Men 161, The Origin of Professor X and Magneto Meeting. It's a CGC 9.4. Again, it's just an older slab. It should probably be reholdered. This is a weird relationship. We've already talked about that. That's Batman and Robin by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Wen. So put back up when a CCA does have to work. That's blanks. Nobody solved the Equestronauts, I think. The only reason I put I think is because I'm not 100% sure that's the right Equestra something or other.
TJ guessed Mighty Thor for the Heimdall.
That is the Equestronauts. So we can cross off, I think. This is the Equestronauts. So the Equestronauts is the hint. Heimdall, please hold. That's the one problem with this stuff. If you forget what it, like with doing this that I have, if I forget what it is and I don't write it on the back, no, it is not It is not the Mortal Thor. If you guess, okay, I'm gonna give you a hint. If you can guess the person, the thing or person that is affecting Thor, I will give it to you. I will count that as right. Okay. So the thing that is affecting Thor, because I'll give you that is right, is another thing that we now know is from space. I think we've always known it was from space. But seeing as how which issue is its first appearance is in question, I don't 100% remember. The Equestronauts is not My Little Pony in space. The Equestronauts is legally not My Little Pony in a certain universe. Legally differentiated from My Little Pony. Okay, let's work on these won't fit in modern bags and boards. So they're modern books that won't fit in modern bags and boards. Why might they not fit in modern bags and boards? And you can see they're not oversized, so it's not like it's DC Black Label stuff, right? Or Aftershock, whatever their oversized ones were. They're regular sized. Or are they? They're at least the right height and width. What might be different that would cause them to not fit in modern sized bags and boards? Nope. Unknown. I have no idea. Okay, because people seem to be stuck on the Equestronauts. I'm going to write another clue on here. I'm going to cross off I think and write and.
Hey, Goo.
And cannibalism. What up, Goo? Again, Goo, since you're just getting here, some of these are already solved, but some of these, the riddles are still out there. We're still trying to solve them. If you solve them, you get 25% off if you claim the bundle. If not, it's just a fun game to play. So this we'll go around the board again, so everybody knows what's up. You put the number in the middle is Fan4Stick or Fantastic Four with 4 in the middle of the graphic design, 1 through 10. This is $10 for all of it. So that's 10 issues for $1 on Fantastic Four. Walk Like the Bengals is Moon Knight #1, first appearance of Khonshu. Jay got that right, so everybody gets 25% off that one. So that's like a $56 book now. Anti-offenders we know are the Defenders. I've got a 12-issue arc and I've got a 3-issue arc. The whole thing would cost you $15 if you wanted all of it. It's Clearly in Plastic is a CGC 9.4 Uncanny X-Men 161. The origin of Professor X and Magneto meeting. That could use reholdered. That's why it's that price. So there's money left to be made after you reholder it. It's like Scuba, but comics. Jay finally solved his OMAC by Dan DiDio and Keith Giffen. So that's 25% off of $8. Nobody has solved Not Important, Not Unimportant. What is something that is not important, but also not unimportant in comics? You'd think Heimdall could stop this. Again, if you figure out who or what has affected Thor or is attacking Thor, I will give you that's the right answer. Ray should probably do 23andMe right here. Darth Vader Legacy. Marissa Tomei is too young. We already know Marissa Tomei is Aunt May. What happens to Aunt May that Marissa Tomei is too young for? I'll give you another hint. Like, this could happen to anybody at any age, but not this. Like, they do it in the movie to Aunt May. But that is not what happens here. But is the same result. We know these are blanks. When CCA does have to work, we saw that those are blanks. This is the Equestronauts and Cannibalism. Nobody has solved that one yet. And nobody has solved These Won't Fit in Modern Bags and Boards. They're modern books. They're the right height and width. But for some reason, they won't fit in modern bags and boards. Why is that? I'm gonna give people about 5 more minutes, then I'm just gonna go through them all.
Marissa Tomei, Too Young to Die.
Yep. That is the Death of Aunt May. That is I think it's technically the C cover. They didn't label them that. ASM 400 trade paperback. No, ASM 400 is correct. So it's the Death of Aunt May. So anybody who wants that one can get it for 25% off since Jay got it right. That is so they did the gatefold flat, then they did the gatefold embossed, and then this is the non-gatefolded. They printed the tombstone right on the front of the book cover. Oh God, unknown. I was hoping everybody was Googling the whole time. I made some of these real hard if you don't Google.
Well, I was sitting here using my brain.
Some of these I just used my brain on, but like some of these I Googled.
You've been warned about using that thing, Kyle.
Like, okay, I will say this. I didn't use my brain to make up any of the riddles. I didn't use Google to make up any of the riddles. I used my brain for all of them. I did use Google to look up the spelling.
I think Unknown's right. Is he right?
Unknown is right. This is Bob's Burgers #1. Baltimore Comic-Con exclusive variant line art edition. Yeah. So this is Bob's Burgers #1, Baltimore Comic-Con exclusive line art edition. Nope. Bob's Burgers. If you recall, in the first issue of Bob's Burgers, they were supposed to be real-life cannibals. But they decided that was too weird. They were already weird enough, so they changed it at the last minute. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a couple minutes, then I'm just going to go through, give you the ones you don't have yet. Is the other Ragnarok related? No.
Shh. And it's not Siege?
Nope. I have a lot of Siege in this that I thought about doing like a whole big bundle of everything with the word Siege on it. And then I didn't have a bag big enough to put it all in. No, TJ, it is not Lock and Key. That is more specific than I'm trying to be there. Not important, not unimportant. Is surprisingly non-specific. Close enough, unknown. Close enough. These are square-bound DC books. There are 4 one-shots in here. I, of course, wasn't smart enough to write down what they are. So now I got to open the bundle quickly. Also, shout out to the United States Postal Service for all the free mailing supplies that I totally misuse all the time for stuff. Okay. So we have Wonder Woman 77 special. The Return of Superman 30th Anniversary special. Superman Leviathan Rising. And will the 60s bring an end to the world? Superman Space Age. So these are all like square bound or perfect bound editions. So they won't fit in modern bags and boards just because they are too thick with 2 C's. All right, so the only thing we don't know on the board at this point is you'd think Heimdall could stop this. And not important, not unimportant. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So unknown, if you wanted to claim these 4 books, you get 25% off of $15. Let's see. Every other thing we've gotten has been gotten, right? Has been solved. It's a weird relationship. Yeah.
Minor
Yep.
keys for not important.
Who got it? It is minor keys. These are minor keys. So we have Marvel keys and minor keys. These are keys that are only worth cover price. But there's $25. There's actually more than, there's like $30 worth of stuff in there.
Oh, we only got one more left to solve, y'all.
Uh-huh. And then we will have solved all of the riddles. Okay. So you'd think Heimdall could stop this. Is not actually a Thor book. It's not Loki. It's not actually a Thor book. But the thing in the book is affecting Thor.
Does it have anything to do with the gauntlet?
Nope. The thing that is affecting Thor has come from, has come from space. Has hung out with people like Flash and Peter and MJ. It has siblings. Yes, it's Venom. This is What If Venom #1, Venomized Thor variant.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. That was the hardest one I did.
Well, I got not quite from you when I answered that.
Yeah. Because it's well, at the time I wanted somebody to guess Venomized Thor.
Venomized Loki?
Yeah, that's Venomized Loki, but this is what they called the Venomized Thor variant.
Okay.
It's Matthew Waite after Scotty Young. Okay. So we've now solved all of them. If anyone would like to claim anything, this is your last chance. I'm going to keep that one off because it's open. I don't want to put it back up. And we'll replace it with Judy, Mathis, Swapner, and Purd. Again, this is Avengers, X-Men, Eternals Judgment Day 1 through 5 plus the 2 accompanying one-shots. So we have Fantastic Four 1 through 10 with the 4 in the middle of the word fantastic. First appearance of Khonshu and Moon Knight #1, $75, 25% off because Jay got it right. Anti-Offenders is Defenders. I've got 2 different sets. I've got a 3-issue arc and a 12-issue arc. All of that for $15. It's clearly in plastic. Is Uncanny X-Men 161 graded CGC 9.4. It's the origin of the meeting. Well, Judge Purd. In the later seasons, in season 7, he's Judge Purd.
Yeah.
And they have to go in front of him and determine if Grizzle is data mining. Anyway, so this is the origin of Professor Xavier and Magneto meeting. Probably needs to be reholdered. That's why I have it priced so low. Ray should probably do 23andMe. Is Star Wars Vader Legacy. Do this one. This is Judgment Day. Not important, not unimportant is $30 worth of Marvel minor keys. These are minor keys that are only worth cover price. It's like Scuba Butt Comics is OMAC by Dan DiDio and Keith Giffen from the New 52. Marissa Tomei is Too Young. This is The Death of Aunt May. $30, 25% off, because Jay got it right. When a CCA does half the work, or blank variants, 25% off, because Jay got it right. The Equestronauts and Cannibalism. This is Bob's Burgers #1, Baltimore Comic-Con exclusive variant line art. Cover. These won't fit in modern bags and boards. Are modern books that are thick. They are 4 perfect bound, square bound DC one-shots. It's like a David Johansen song. Hot, hot, hot. These are 4 covers that are all spicy. Some of them are really ridiculously high ratios. There's 4 of them. The comic of the amusement park is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's the full 5-issue arc of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This is a Weird Relationship. Is Jeff Lemire, Dustin Wen, Batman and Robin. The best blank is a good offense. This is the best defense. This is the one-shots. The best defense where it's each of the individual defenders doing in the series the best defense. It's 5 books for $5. Hey, nobody ever solved this one. You'd think they'd form an S Corp. So we need to solve this one. You'd think they'd form an S Corp is $5. The clues I've given on that one is it's a superhero group that have a business relationship that perhaps having formed an S Corp would be a better tax relationship than the one they currently have. This was Star Wars or Star-Lord for a Minute, Mutant Forever. This is Kitty Pryde joins the X-Men. The TV show got the beard wrong is Green Arrow. This is Dawn of DC Green Arrow. And of course, Power Company, no. And of course, if you are racist, I will attack you with the North. Abraham Lincoln, Michael Scott. This is Civil War. All of the first printings by Steve McNiven, or first A covers by Steve McNiven, with the Civil War Frontline Wizard World Chicago exclusive variant from 2008 by Michael Turner. So you'd think they'd form an S Corp. This might be too niche. But what types of businesses can you form? Like you could do an LLC, you can do an S corp, you can do a. What else is there? It's not Future Foundation. Is Jay frozen? Doesn't even look like he's breathing. The corporation, so close, TJ. So close. So close, you will get audited when they do. K-pop, what up? We're solving this riddle. It's a superhero group that have a business relationship where maybe an S corp would be a better tax relationship than they currently have. Justice Friends is incorrect. TJ was dang close with the corporation. Could it be Justice League or Avengers, Bats, or Stark fronting Bill? The LLC? No, you're further away. I will give a hint. I don't know what Unknown is talking about, but one of the words in there is correct. And by the way, it's not could it be or Bill. It's one of the other words. Right. No, I understand what you're saying. Oh, man. TJ also has one of the words correct. Bro, you got to stop muting your mic just because Han is being loud. Because like we watch you laughing and it just looks like you're an insane person who laughs silently.
Well, I do sometimes too. He was getting.
Oh, so close, TJ. So close.
Oh, so.
You just need to mash up one word from Unknown's guess where he listed everybody and TJ's Batman Incorporated and smash them together. It's not Justice Incorporated.
Oh, TJ, you're so close.
Right, like this is like I'm just letting it be tedious now. Like it's like, bro, so close. We're dancing around. We're dancing around it.
Sorry.
Bingo.
Yes.
Avengers Incorporated. Avengers. This is Avengers Inc. 1 through 5.
Oh, goodness.
If they form an S corp, each Avenger could have their own tax ID, but then the Avengers as a whole community, a whole company, could file their taxes at once. And then each individual Avenger could file their taxes, but they could all write off the company expenses because they're all part of the same subsidiary group.
Oh.
Listen, I saw that Captain America show where Sam Wilson was having trouble making his rent or whatever the hell was happening. Couldn't pay for a boat. And like I'm saying, it could have just like, again, if you had a slightly different Slightly different tax structure. Maybe it would be different. All right. Oh, you know what? There's one I didn't put back up. The hardest riddle I wrote. 20 random recent back issues for $15. This is 20 random recent back issues for $15.
Unsolvable.
All different publishers. There's a bunch of some number ones in here. There's some variants in here. 20 random recent back issues for $15. All right. That's the wrong camera. There we go. All right, guys. This is the last sale I'm doing this year. Okay. EJB, even I couldn't do that one. And I put it together. I don't actually know what's in there. I know some of what's in there. Like there's some Blood Hunt in there, and there's some other stuff that's like polybagged in there, but I couldn't guess all of them. So here's the deal. This is the last sale we're doing for this year. Now, that's not to say we won't be here. Jay, or I will at least be here. I don't know if Jay will be joining me the next couple of Sundays where we'll be doing more hangout chat shows. Yes, you guessed comics are in there. That is correct, K-pop. But we'll be doing chats, hangouts, that kind of stuff for the rest of the year. And then we'll be back with some new stuff, some new plans after the new year for the Producers Live sales. So we'll just be hanging out. I'm going to get a table that's level. Anyway, it's actually my house isn't level. That's like the whole problem. So anyway, so this is the last hangout, or this is the last show, live sale we're going to be doing for the rest of the year. We will be doing new sales in the new year, different style, different products, different things. I'm going to try a whole bunch of stuff. But I wanted to have some fun. I didn't think that, listen, I figured you guys were probably a little tapped getting ready for Christmas. So I thought, well, we'll do a blind sale if somebody wants to get something great. If not, we'll have fun playing the game. Right?
Yeah.
It ain't always about selling books, even though I'm trying to sell books. Sometimes it's about, let's just play this game we all used to like. So we did that. So next week we'll be back with a hangout. I don't know what we'll be talking about. I don't know what we'll be doing. And similarly, the next week will just be a hangout. Stay tuned all week this week. We've got great programming coming up on here on The Experience. That was English, I promise. And yeah. Happy holidays if I don't see you between then and now. Everything, like, listen, there was a lot of really bad crap happened yesterday in the world. Like, hug somebody. Tell them you like them. Even if you don't. Like, I tolerate you. Good enough. So, hug your loved ones. Tell others you like them or don't. And we'll see you later. Everybody be safe out there.